What you are about to hear could quietly reshape the balance of power in South Asia, and almost no one is talking about it yet. Good evening and welcome back to Defense Today. Tonight we bring you a major development in South Asian defense cooperation. France has offered advanced long-range air defense systems to the Bangladesh Air Force, marking a significant milestone in bilateral military ties between Paris and Dhaka. This proposal comes at a critical time as Bangladesh accelerates its forces' Gold 2030 modernization program, aiming to create a robust, multi-layered air defense architecture capable of defending against evolving aerial threats. Let's dive into the details of this strategic partnership and what it means for regional security, because beneath the formal meetings, diplomatic language, and technical specifications lies a story of shifting alliances, rising deterrence, and a nation quietly preparing for the threats of tomorrow. On December 15, 2025, a high-level meeting took place at Bangladesh Air Force headquarters in Dhaka that would set the stage for a potentially transformative defense deal. A meeting that on the surface looked routine, but in reality carried enormous strategic weight. French ambassador to Bangladesh, Jean-Marc Serre-Charlotte, met with the Chief of Air Staff of the Bangladesh Air Force, Air Chief Marshal Hassan Mahmood Khan, a face-to-face engagement that symbolized years of growing trust between the two air forces. Following the meeting, Ambassador Serre-Charlotte stated he was pleased to meet with Air Marshal Khan, noting they discussed strategic issues and opportunities to strengthen cooperation between their air forces, language that sounded diplomatic yet carefully chosen. But this wasn't just a courtesy call, not a ceremonial exchange of pleasantries or a photo opportunity for the press. During these discussions, France proposed something extraordinary, something that immediately caught the attention of defense analysts across the region. The SAMP-TNG long-range surface-to-air missile system, one of Europe's most advanced air defense platforms, was formally placed on the table. This offer represents France's expanding strategic footprint in South Asia and demonstrates Paris's commitment to supporting Bangladesh's defense modernization efforts at a moment when airspace security has become one of the most critical dimensions of modern warfare. But what exactly makes the SAMP-TNG so special? Let's find out, because this is where the story shifts from diplomacy to raw capability. Surface-to-air, medium-range, SLAM-based. The NG suffix means new generation, and that label is not marketing hype. This is a mobile, highly sophisticated air defense system jointly developed by France and Italy through Eurosam, a partnership between MBDA and Thales, two of the most powerful names in European defense technology. Let me break down the impressive capabilities of this system, because they explain why this single offer has triggered so much strategic discussion. The SAMP-TNG can detect air-breathing threats at ranges exceeding 350 kilometers and engage them at distances greater than 150 kilometers, a reach that fundamentally changes how a nation defends its skies. That's nearly the distance from Dhaka to Chittagong, meaning vast areas of airspace could be monitored and defended from a single deployment zone. The system can track more than 1,000 targets simultaneously, providing comprehensive situational awareness across the entire battlefield, a capability designed for saturation attacks and complex multi-vector threats. It can intercept targets at altitudes up to 25 kilometers, or about 82,000 feet, well above the ceiling of most military aircraft, making high-altitude evasion tactics far less effective. Perhaps most impressively, the SAMP-TNG can detect and intercept maneuvering ballistic missiles with ranges of more than 600 kilometers, giving Bangladesh a credible defensive capability against tactical ballistic missile threats, a domain once reserved only for the world's most advanced militaries. The system uses the Aster 30 Block 1 anti-missile, which travels at speeds up to Mach 4.5, striking targets with devastating precision. It features an advanced dual-stage design with exceptional maneuverability, making it effective against even the most challenging targets, including supersonic aircraft, cruise missiles, and tactical ballistic missiles. And here's the kicker, the real-world combat performance that turns theory into proof. In Ukraine, Ukrainian forces operating SAMP systems have reportedly outperformed American Patriot missiles in intercepting Russian Iskander ballistic missiles, a claim that sent shockwaves through defense circles. In March 2025, it was claimed that a SAMP system shot down a Russian Su-30 MKI aircraft, demonstrating its effectiveness against advanced aerial threats under real combat conditions. To understand why this offer is so significant, we need to look at Bangladesh's ambitious military modernization program, Forces Goal 2030, a long-term blueprint that is quietly reshaping the country's armed forces. Initiated in 2009 and updated in 2017, Forces Goal 2030 aims to transform the Bangladesh Armed Forces into a modern, three-dimensional force capable of defending the nation against evolving threats across land, sea, and air. The program gained renewed urgency following the 2008 Bangladesh-Myanmar naval standoff and the 2017 Rohingya refugee crisis, events that exposed critical gaps in surveillance, deterrence, and rapid response. Bangladesh has been steadily building its air defense network with deliberate precision rather than flashy announcements. In 2022, the Bangladesh Air Force took delivery of two Thales Groundmaster 400 radars, providing over 500 kilometers of detection range for strategic airspace monitoring, significantly extending early warning capability. The country has also acquired Chinese air defense systems, including FM-90C short-range surface-to-air missiles, and is in the process of procuring more advanced Chinese systems. The French SAMP-TNG proposal would complement these existing systems, creating a truly layered defense architecture designed to detect, track, and destroy threats at multiple ranges and altitudes. Bangladesh's geographical position makes robust air defense critical. Bordered by India on three sides and Myanmar to the southeast, with the Bay of Bengal to the south, Bangladesh occupies a strategically significant position in South Asia, sitting at the crossroads of major air and maritime routes. The air defense systems are planned to be deployed along sensitive border areas, including those facing India. Such positioning would complicate operations by advanced aircraft like the Indian Air Force's Rafale and Su-30 MKI fighters, which boast superior range and avionics, forcing potential adversaries to rethink mission planning and risk tolerance. This SAMP-TNG offer isn't coming out of nowhere. France's defense engagement with Bangladesh has grown steadily in recent years through multiple prior deals, building trust one system at a time. France has previously supplied Bangladesh with electronic warfare systems, air traffic control equipment, and communications technology. The 2022 delivery of the Groundmaster 400 Raiders marked a significant milestone in this partnership, proving operational compatibility and long-term support reliability. But France has even bigger ambitions. The country is actively pursuing a contract with Bangladesh for the sale of Dassault Aviation's Rafale F-3R and F-4 fighters. These negotiations, driven by the interim government led by Prime Minister Mohammed Yunus, are part of a broader effort to modernize the Bangladesh Air Force and close capability gaps. The Rafale F-4 standard represents a substantial leap in connectivity and combat performance, featuring advanced network capabilities, upgraded AESA radar, and long-range weapons, including Meteors and Scalp cruise missiles, turning the fighter into a fully networked battlefield asset. What makes France an attractive partner for Bangladesh? Several factors converge here. First, France's offer includes opportunities for technology transfer and capacity building, aligning with Dhaka's goal of greater self-reliance in defense. Second, France positions itself as a reliable partner, offering advanced NATO-standard technology without stringent political conditions often associated with other suppliers. Third, for Bangladesh, diversifying defense sources reduces vulnerability to supply disruptions and enhances strategic autonomy in a volatile region. This development must be viewed within the broader context of geopolitical shifts in South Asia, where countries increasingly seek balanced relations with multiple powers rather than dependence on a single bloc. Bangladesh's proactive approach to force modernization comes amid rising regional complexities. By integrating advanced French technology with its evolving air fleet, Dhaka aims to establish credible deterrence while maintaining strategic flexibility. Analysts view this as part of Bangladesh's effort to avoid over-dependence on any single supplier, The country operates Chinese fighters, Russian helicopters, and American transport aircraft, and now potentially French air defense systems and fighters, a deliberately diversified inventory. France's deepening defense footprint in Bangladesh reflects mutual interests in a stable Indo-Pacific region. Both nations share views on peaceful maritime security and international law. Enhanced cooperation could extend to joint training exercises and maintenance support, ensuring sustained operational effectiveness of new systems long after delivery. The collaboration assumes added importance given recent tensions in the region. Bangladesh has faced repeated attacks on its diplomatic missions in India, and relations between Dhaka and New Delhi have become strained over various issues, adding urgency to national defense planning. For France, Bangladesh represents an important market in South Asia and a counterbalance to other powers' influence in the region. France has successfully positioned itself as a trusted defense partner to